So hey, we're back, guys, and as you know, if you didn't watch the last video, we talked about WWE and mainly about WrestleMania, our thoughts. Now let's go ahead and talk about TNA. The reason I didn't want to do TNA and WWE was because we were taking so long on WrestleMania. I didn't want to make the video like the Justin Bieber rant video where it went on for an hour.
You loved that. We felt so much better the next day. We were like, wow, we must really hate that guy. You know, I just saw his movie on the wall in Target, and I started laughing hysterically. And one of their workers came and like, what's wrong? I was like, you got a piece of shit on your wall. See right there. And then they started laughing, and it was like, oh my god, someone else that have seen the review. You don't fucking spit on your god. Never mind. Going out of the line. TNA.
Yeah, anyways, TNA. But before I go quickly to TNA, if you just want to see 85% of the video just Brandon ranting on Bieber, just watch the Pet Peace episode of Justin Bieber. He literally ranted 85% of the time.
It was good, though.
Over an hour, too. I did not expect it to be that long. But anyways.
Rants are good. People who watch it understand. And people who sue me can suck it.
Fuck you, Bieber. Anyways. Thank you, Cartman, for killing him, by the way, in Cthulhu.
You little douchebag! Like a zit.
He actually looked like a zit, too. It's funny. But anyways, now let's go ahead and talk about TNA Impact, because I haven't really talked a lot about TNA Impact, but after watching last night, it really got me in a very positive mood. It's very weird. When I watch WWE, I get pissed off. When I watch TNA, I get a smile on my face. I don't know why TNA is so good right now. I'm not saying it's like the best program ever, but it's like in terms of WWE standards right now, like what WWE is doing right now, TNA is God compared to that. I'm not overrating it. It's just how I personally feel. And I think it all started ever since MVP came back. He's made the company better. And it's, ever since Lockdown pay-per-view, I thought, okay, this should be decent, I guess. And then I watched, I was like, wow, this was way better than I thought it was. The last man standing match besides steel cage between James Storm and Gunner, that was match of the night, by the way. It was one of the shorter matches, but it was match of the night. I instantly loved it. Once that match comes up, I'll let you watch it. My God, you will not be disappointed. That's what you call a fucking last man standing match. That's what you call a fucking feud. Gunner ended up winning. It was cool too. How he won was cool too. I like it how they did something different. You know how they usually stack the chairs when they fold them, you know, like a regular chair, and they stack them like this. So yeah, here are chairs and they go like this. Well, there was kind of a little part of Gunner. I think this is the first time I ever seen this. Gunner did superplex, and Jay Storm went right in the middle of those two chairs, and it was over. I was like, fuck that one fucking third. I was like, at first I thought he was going to counter, because every time you usually do stuff like that, I thought, okay, it's going to be typical, they're going to reverse, and they're going to counter, and then they'll probably do like a backbreaker or something, but no, Gunner did a fucking superplex, both chairs bent, and I was just like, fuck. And it made it so realistic too, and they had Gunner use the chair to help him up, and James Storm just barely didn't get up in time. And what I also liked too in that match was the fact when Gunner went to jump on James Storm grabbed a chair and chucked it at his head. And Gunner said it looked impactful. There's, like I said, there's so many memorable stuff in that match that if I can remember more in that match than WWE right now, that's fucking pathetic. That's just that. If you, like I said, if you want real wrestling, watch independent wrestling.
At the same time, I like the fact that they're pushing Gunner right now.
Thank God. Thank God. That's what TNA is doing right. They're pushing their stars.
The next world heavyweight champion is going to be Gunner.
I see either Eric Young or Gunner being world champion this year. I totally see it, Harry.
Not Eric Young. They're not pushing Eric Young like that.
For some reason,
Eric Young's stuck with Abyss. But anyways, going way out the line. Let's keep going.
But anyway, so since we're talking about Gunner, James Storm, I might as well talk about it. He watched TNA. I don't know what your thoughts, but I think this feud right now, by God, is probably the best feud in TNA currently right now. I am 100% into it.
Which, I like. Surprise! Has James Storm in it.
James Storm, and he's a great heel too. On Thursday, James Storm immediately bought me in of being like, this guy's one of the best heels in the company right now. This guy makes me want to spit in his face and attack him. This is worse than probably anything Bully Ray has done in the past. Like, I admit Bully Ray's a great heel, but James Storm after Thursday was a fucking amazing. I like that fact how they slowly build it up, how they were first tag team champions. Then ever since they lost the championships, they're slowly kind of dying down. Then when they won the Feast of Fire thing, and Gunner got the world championship. Gunner's.
Have they even explained what happened to the Feaster Fired tag team championship case?
I have no idea what happened. I know for a fact that Gunner had it, and he was going to use it with James Storm, but when James Storm turned on him, I like that thing. Though. That's the only concern I had. It's like, why are you going to do with the tag team briefcase now? It's like it's almost like completely gone. It's like, oh, so what's going to happen is like Gunner going to tag with someone else.
Gunner's going to use it to bring back Sting. He's gonna bring back Sting and be Gunner and Sting.
Oh,
tag team champion.
That'll be so predictable. God damn no. If they're gonna do anybody, please bring back fucking AJ Styles.
That would be kind of cool. Gunner and Styles.
I'd like to see
Style Gunner. Stylish Gunner. No.
AJ Gunners.
Anyways,
Guns of Style. That sounds like Gundam Style. Oh, but Gundam Style.
Gangnam. Which is a weird spelling, but yes, it's called Gangnam. Gangnam.
But anyways, let's move on. So I like the feud that's going on. Ignore that. That was just a car going on.
Oh, I thought I was going to get arrested.
Again?
That would have been a fantastic video.
But
why'd you fucking tase me? Spit in his face, he tased me. How are you tasing me?
You do it, we'll definitely put that on YouTube.
I got there going, wow, you smell like bacon.
Well, we are meat, aren't we?
All you hear is of course me.
Anyways, but what I really liked about this, but this thing on Thursday can remind me back when Orton and Triple H were feuding back in 2009, I believe, during WrestleMania, where you had James Storm insult Gunner, his father, saying like he's not a U.S. soldier, you're nobody, you're like your father's father is glad that when he flat out said this made me blow my fucking mind. This was a total heelish move. When he went to Gunner's father, he said, "Your father's looking up and down from heaven. He's probably happy. He's very proud that he's up there, that he's dead." I was just like, "Oh, it's totally fucking heelish move." And then he flat out takes out Gunner, handcuffs him, gets out Gunner's father, and then you think James Storm is about to walk off. I called this from a mile. Gets the beer ball and smashes it over Gunner's head. I was just like, "Fuck!" I'm
Dad's head, yeah.
Fuck! I'm into this fucking feud right now. I'm not overrated. I'm into this feud. I can't wait to see next week when they face off in a steel cage rematch unlocked. Which I don't know what it means by unlocked. I guess that means maybe the cage is unlocked. But I don't know. But I'm really interested in this feud. This feud's really good right now. So I give it an A+ for that, for their feud. And honestly, like at first I was never a really big Gunner fan, but he was.
Well, let's move on to another match that I'm having issues with.
Well, we're not going to mainly just talk about matches. We're going to mainly talk about just like stuff in TNA.
Let's say with TNA. The return of Bobby Lashley.
Okay, yeah, there's a good subject to talk about.
Here's a problem I got with it.
A lot of mixed reactions.
He's still in MMA. Everything he does has been botched. He's very rough. He's like Batista, only, less of
well, at least Bobby Lashley's actually faster than Batista. Batista's kind of slow now.
Lashley's got a lot to make up for.
Well, think about it, he just started back, so it's going to take at least a couple weeks for him to actually get used to it.
Well, he certainly shows off during his matches still. He still got that. Anybody can do that.
But yeah, I mean, when Bobby Lashley turned, I'll be honest, I'm never really a Bobby Lashley fan, but when he returned, I was like, okay, that's interesting, because at least they need stars in team, because that's the one thing they're lacking is stars. Yeah, ever since Hulk Hogan's team and AJ Styles
big guys have left, they've all left, all of them. You don't even have Crimson anymore. You lost everybody.
Crimson wasn't really a big star. He was just that guy. But for some reason, I like Crimson.
His first year, he was the biggest star in TNA. Undefeated.
Yeah, but no one gave a shit about him when he was undefeated.
Yeah, they did.
No, I never cared about him.
Then they tagged him with the blueprint, the carbon blueprint, Matt Morgan. And I was like, are you kidding?
Hey, you like Matt Morgan, but I hate him.
I like Matt Morgan because he was big. He was the only big guy who really
sucked as a wrestler. Crimson should have been pushed way more than Matt Morgan.
When Matt Morgan was a heel, he was amazing. He was great.
Oh.
He dominated everybody he went up against. whether it be in the ring or outside the ring. And what they do, they turn him to a baby face, then they turned him into a good guy, then they turned him to a sour face, baby face good guy, and he sucked. He's sucked ever since. They ruined his character, they ruined who he was, and then they stopped using him. And he died out. And what happened?
He's gone. He's released.
Yeah.
Along with guys like, more X Division guys like Christian York, and Crimson was one of them. It's like, you had Crimson, yet, what was his name? Christian York. I like Christian York. I think he could be in something good for a World Championship or even X Division. I actually like that guy, but he's gone.
Wasn't that guy with the porno stash?
No, that was Joey Styles.
Lots of chest
No,
hair?
that was Joey Ryan. Okay. That guy that kind of looked like Will Ferrell for some reason.
Yeah.
I didn't like his gimmick, but at least he was a star. That's like I say, he was a young athlete. But yeah, that really pissed me off. But just right now, like Bobby Lashley, like I said, it's interesting that he's back, but not a lot of people are really that thrilled. I'm just glad at least they're bringing back stars, so at least they're trying to keep the company alive. But
how many people are on the TNA roster? Like 20, maybe 30.
Yeah, maybe.
They're like the Orchard Supply hardware of retail. They have so few people to promote, and they still can't make it happen.
But that's sad though, because they have so much talent too that they can use. Like, look at Christopher Daniels. He's a prime example. One of the most popular stars of that company. Why isn't that guy world heavyweight champion? He should be at least a 4-time world champion by now.
Wait, which guy?
Christopher Daniels. Seriously, that guy is one of the most popular superstars, and everybody likes him. He was one of the greatest X Division wrestlers of all time.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him go for his X Division.
No, I think it's about time he needs to be world champion.
The problem is he's stuck with the tag team. He got nowhere to go. He's stuck with tag team. X Division champions and world champions don't participate in tag team matches.
No, they can. They can. I mean, look at that. You had 2 X Division guys. One was the current X Division champion, Sonata, I believe. He's with a tag team with that tag great Uno guy. Even though it's kind of odd pair, at least they won and they're a good tag team. Like, they could still make a good tag team. Like, they need tag teams.
They mesh well. But they're also cruiserweights that do high flying, high risk.
Yeah.
That's why they're so great. That's why people like these guys so much. They don't have enough people to do that. And why did they lose? Because they didn't have any reason to cast the titles. Everybody's enjoying hating the bromance. That's all it is. People are hating.
I mean, the only thing I can say about bromance is at least they're a tag team. That's all I can say. But I'm not a fan of either of those guys. If anything, the Wolves should be tag team champions again, because the Wolves are by far probably the best tag team currently in TNA. They're very impressive.
What I don't understand is how they got into the tag team matchup that night.
Which night? Last Thursday?
Yeah, last night they were supposed to be a part. They were a part of the TNA Tag Team Championship match. It was a 3-way, and I don't understand how they were put in that match.
Because they were the former champions, and they get a rematch clause.
How are they the former champions?
They were. It's kind of confusing. Like, I didn't even notice about. They won the tag team championships at a house show, and then they lost it again, another house show in Japan to the Bromance. So they had a rematch clause, so they were able to get a rematch. So yeah, I know it's a little weird, but I still consider like the Wolves not even tag team champions at the moment. I almost forgot they were even former champions to begin with.
Does anybody else find it weird that wrestling's bigger in Japan than it is in the United States?
Dude, it is fucking. Dude, more people are into Japan Pro Wrestling, and hell, they're even more into Gold Dragon Wrestling, which is a Canadian independent wrestling company than fucking that shit. Because I'm not just flat saying this. Just
what the hell is up with that? You ever watch like whenever somebody does like their entry theme and before they come out,
even
you get the over camera view of the whole arena. And you see floor, you see empty spots, and you're like, what the fuck? This looks like a bunch of rednecks gathering at a mud pit. What the hell is this?
He took his job!
Yes, we know. And it's like, what the hell?
But anyways.
What the hell?
So,
where is everybody? Oh, we're at home. We didn't want to go because, it's KFC night. Can't skip your getting some chicken, and now let's bring it into the arena. Damn Dixie Carter. Dumb bitch. Sorry, my redneck came out of me.
What the fuck? Okay. Then all seriousness.
You okay?
Okay, but yeah, that's a little bit about tag team. Now let's move on to something that's kind of more current now. Let's talk about Eric Gunn and the Abyss thing. Definitely a lot of mixed reactions for this one. First, let's go on to Brand. Your thoughts about this whole Eric Gunn Abyss thing?
Abyss. Love it. I'm loving his attire. I'm loving the attitude, capability.
And I got points.
I don't. It's so great that I don't even mind the fact that he's technically a sellout. I actually don't mind it. I like this Abyss.
It's better than fucking Joseph Park shit.
At the same time, I hope that this also means that he's going to update his ring criteria. Like he's going to have some kind of new move or something. I wouldn't mind seeing Abyss with a freaking submission. I really wouldn't. I don't care if he takes his hand, wraps tape around it, puts it in the tacks, and makes you swallow. I don't care.
Kind of like a modified mandible claw, except with the sock, it's freaking tape with glue with thumbtacks glued on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
If they did something like that, holy fuck, it's ECW all over again.
It would be totally amazing. At the same time, it'd be credible, and it'd still be awesome, and it'd add to his repertoire to give him something to use, which would actually push Abyss way up. And I like Abyss the way he is.
I'm a huge fan of Abyss. I liked him.
As for EY,
okay. Yeah.
I can't go. No, I just can't do it. Eric Young, I cannot do it. He's too much of nothing. He's too much of a nothing.
What do you mean by that?
He doesn't have any criteria to push him up. There's nothing there to push. He's a jobber, and
that's TNA's fault. That's that.
No. It's even worse than that because look at the size he is.
Well, look at Punk. He's about the same size. Look what happened to him.
No, he's not. He's not the same size as EY. Have you seen EY? You see him last night? That boy's fucking ripped.
I'm talking about in size, like height.
And what was the last time what's EY's finisher? Does he have a finisher?
He does. I just don't remember because he
never gets it off. He doesn't even try to do it. His finisher move is he turns around and then he corners referee. That's his thing. He does it for applause. His big thing is for hype. There's no pushing him. He's just a jobber by profession. That's where he pushed it. And if he could come up with something bigger and better, I would give him the chance.
Well,
as it stands, I don't see him moving anywhere. If anything, I see him leaving. I see him leaving and going somewhere else. But he might be a true TNA enthusiast and might be too loyal. But I don't see them doing anything with him. He's just a jobber. He's just going to keep getting beat up, and that's all you're going to see. Until they finally give him something to do.
All right. Is that your opinion?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on. This is how I started. When I first heard about UA, I was just like, God damn, this guy's like the Santino of the company. I can't get into this guy. He's super goofy.
Exactly.
He's a jobber. I just could not get into him. But now when I watch him more and more, I kind of realize the fans actually really do like this guy. If you listen to the crowd sometimes they're way over. Like, they're almost like stone cold almost. Like, they see something EY. Keep in mind, EY was not just a joke character. When he first came in, he didn't have a beard. He was a serious character. He was a tag team guy. He was a television champion. Now, because of him with ODB and everything, he's kind of this goofy character. But he's a goofy character that can actually wrestle. He's a goofy character that's not, just like Santino. That's just like, oh, stupid joke, haha. Like, they can actually take him seriously as a wrestler. He can be taken seriously as a wrestler, unlike Santino, that all of his moves has to do something like a stupid joke.
I'm not doing a comparison of him. I'm saying as I'm doing a stretch out of his career, only him. I'm focusing everything I've seen with him. Yes, I've seen him with the World TV Championship, which begs the question: if if I'm not mistaken, Abyss has the World TV Championship. Where the hell is that belt?
I don't even know. What happened to the TNA Knockout tag titles? What happened to those? Are those just flat out gone now?
I think that the reunification of the Beautiful People is going to bring it back.
We'll actually talk about that one next. But yeah,
No, you can talk about that one. I don't care.
No, we're talking about it.
Oh, you're talking about it.
No, we're talking about it.
You are so talking about it.
Anyways, Eric Young. I like Eric Young. I hope they do something more with him. Like I said, I'm a fan of Abyss, but a lot of people are kind of complaining that he's kind of like a Kane ripoff with the whole new masking. Kind of looks like Mask King, so which I kind of agree with. But it's just, there's something else. It's just there's so much stuff I could talk about. I just don't want to go overboard. Just bottom line, I mean, it's cool to see Abyss, but this Eric Young thing just. Yeah, I just want to see Eric Young kind of be pushed a little bit better. That's all I want to see. But anyways, now let's move on. Like I said, Beautiful People. Your thoughts? Seriously, just talk.
I hope they don't do porn.
That's all you got?
I prefer them just to keep teasing me.
And okay, you know what? It's just that this guy, for some reason, can't get into women's matches for some fucking reason.
No. It's just
no. You finally made it clear that you're not into the women; you're into the men for some odd reason. So,
well, let's put it this way: you want your chick able to beat your ass? Say no. So don't run your jibs.
Anyways, I'll talk.
Because those chicks will kick your nuts in.
That's true.
You think my whack to you hurt? Wait till they hit you.
I just want Brooke Tessmacher to give me a stink face. You know what stink face is, right?
The second you close your eyes, she'll sweep out of the ring and China will do it.
No, don't go there.
You'll have transsexual man balls on your face.
Okay, let me just quickly talk about this. Because, first of all...
Oh, I can't stop picturing it. That chicken's coming up.
Anyways, I'll talk about it because I don't know why he doesn't want to, so I will. But first of all, Angelina returned, which is awesome because she's one of the more credible women's division, and that's what that. I think that's the one thing that both WWE and TNA are lacking is division, women wrestlers. That's the one thing that both companies have. But the thing TNA has is they can actually use their women. They use their women. They don't just say, okay, you're going to have a random match, there you go. They build it up. Yes, you have them in a steel cage, you have them in a ladder match,
you stick them in stipulation.
Hard Monsters Ball match, you have them in a street fight. Like, even if the matches aren't good, you're making the women's division look credible by putting a different stipulation.
Almost making a female's X division. Which would be kind of cool. If they actually branched off and did a female's X division and had the same ability to cash it in and get a women's world heavyweight championship match, that'd be great.
And let's be like, everyone remembers Smash. I talked to this guy. He's actually friends with Angelina Love, the real one, because they're actually friends and everything. She actually told him that she is actually going to be part of TNA for a little while. I like the fact to bring back the Beautiful People. The only thing I'm concerned is after she attacked Madison Rayne, does that mean Angelina Love is a heel again, or does that mean she's a tweak? I just don't get that. I mean, to be honest, I can't really say much about Beautiful People returning because I don't know what else is happening. But all I can say is they're bringing back Angelina Love, and they're using your women's division right. So still good job for you, TNA, for actually using your women's wrestlers. Unlike WWE, where it's just, okay, here you go, random match. There you go. There's your 2-minute match. There you go. Like, seriously, why can't we have like the Terrell or Gail Kim feud where they had a ladder match and last knockout standing? Those matches were fucking incredible, especially for women's matches. He actually flat out said too.
That ladder match was amazing.
This is what kind of guy that doesn't care for women's matches, and he flat out said that that match was fucking amazing. I'm
getting tired of women's matches being straight up women's matches. I like it when they become
personal.
When they're stipulation. I like stipulation matches a lot. When women's stipulations get added to it, it changes the basic structure of the match. And it's not the same thing with women going and making noise. It's not the same thing. Now you're seeing
Kelly.
You're seeing chair to head. You're seeing foot to face. Blood here. And let me tell you something. I may not like Gail Kim, but I like Eat the Feet. That's a pretty good.
And Tara Terrell, even though she's hot and she used to be dating Drew McIntyre,
I mean, think about it.
She's still a good wrestler too. I like their feud, and if anything, I think they need to have a third match.
If she were to do Eat the Feet at a really fast pace, she could dislocate the shoulder, break the jaw, and actually sprain the neck.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a Gail Kim fan either, but she
is that would be a great way to end a match too. A freaking ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship or Women's Heavyweight Championship.
Knockouts Championship.
And she does Eat the Feet from the top of the ladder.
So kind of like
she falls on her back, but the chick falls from on top of the ladder onto the foot.
So like this, kind of like bam.
Yeah, she gets her in the position and then just leans back and takes the hit. Neither chick gets up. The third person binds up the ladder after looks down and goes, "Holy crap!" and then runs the ladder and gets some belt. It'd be a great way to end it. It'd be an awesome match. But that I could get into, something like that. Yeah, just those high impact. When women do high impact, it's impressive. When you see them doing one-on-one matches, it depends. It just doesn't grab my attention.
It just depends. If you compare, like, that's the only thing like TNA is doing. At least they actually give a damn about their division. I mean, unlike WWE,
think about it. The last time I was watching women's division, you saw what was it? It was a women's division match. The last one I watched was the Glamazon
Beth Phoenix
versus this teeny tiny girl who was an announcer.
Lillian Garcia, Christy Haney.
I think it was Lillian Garcia, the blonde chick.
There was a.
She's
Lillian Garcia. There was a Maria.
Well, she beat her ass bad. It wasn't. The other chick got her slapping, and that was it. And it was like, you know what? I don't want to watch stuff like that. I don't want to watch one-sided matches like that with women. I don't want to see.
We want to see women's wrestling.
I want to see women get really good when you have 4 or 5 people going at it in a round-robin situation where it's all or nothing. Everybody's for themselves. It's a good way to do a match.
The last time I saw actually, like, we had multiple women's match for a championship in, if I had to recommend, in WWE, no, in WWE, was in, I think it was a fatal 4-way, and I think it was at, what was it? I can't remember. I think it was at 9 Champions, I believe. I believe it was AJ Lee, Brie Bella, AJ Lee, Brie Bella, Natalia, and then I think Cameron or something. Cameron and Naomi, I can't remember. But it was between those 4. That was the last time I saw that. If you think about it, every time I watch a WWE Divas match, it's like,
okay. Wasn't it a good match?
It was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it could have been way better.
It's because he wants more stipulation.
No, it's just because...
Like if it was a ladder match where they had to get the title from... Oh, God, he would have loved go, we can see up your skirt. Look at him! He's in there going...
No, that'd be... No, that'd be Jose. No, that'd be Jose. That'd be Jose.
And you know what it is?
The referee.
He'd be screaming at the referee, "How dare you touch her? That's matchup!"
But anyways, like, we're getting off. But like I said, WWE's Division Divas, ever since I think the only last time the women's division actually mattered was when, like, Melina and Mickie James were still around, Trish Stratus and Lita.
I'm so tired of Mickie James.
Those women were the best, but now
they're also the originals. And they're having so hard time.
Mickie James is not even in TNA anymore. She retired.
They're having so much trouble passing on the credibility to the next generation. And that's what I've been talking to you about with the Taker matches. Same thing.
But the only thing I can say is TNA is still bringing back stars, but with WWE they have NXT, which they have NXT stars rookie,
which they haven't utilized appropriately.
No, they're using it right on NXT. I mean, think about Emma.
What happened to Maven?
Maven's been gone.
What happened to him?
He wasn't tough enough, not NXT.
What happened to Maven? He was.
Oh, let's see. He eliminated Taker in the Royal Rumble. Then he got complete. Then he won. He beat Taker for a hardcore championship because of the Rock, and then that was pretty much it. I don't remember.
What happened to him?
He's gone.
He didn't go to any other faction?
I don't remember anything. All I remember, he was a hardcore champion.
See, that's what I don't like. He had so much potential.
Yeah, but anyways, we can talk more about the women's division another time at NXT. But now, let's get on to the main one. Let's talk about a guy that we were fans of, but now he's starting to bore us. And I think you know who we're talking about here. Wait, don't say it. We gotta put our hands over.
The guy. No. The guy who I won with the bet as to who would win the world title.
No, here we go. No, we gotta put our hands over our faces and we gotta just look down, be disgusted, and we gotta say it together. The name. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Magnus. Get your thoughts out on this. Priceless.
He could be so much better, and instead they made him be a self-absorbed piece of shit. And I'm like, he doesn't have to be like that. The bromans are like that. The fucking retard boy, DJZ, what the fuck you want to call him?
He used to be Zima Ion.
That's why I call it DJZ, because he's...
Zima Ion's actually cool, but this gimmick fucking sucks now.
Well, this time I saw him actually wrestle and do a good job.
Zima Ion's actually a great exhibition wrestler.
He hasn't done it in a long time, though.
Yeah, now he's this stupid DJ gimmick.
And he can be so much better. Now look at him. He went up against Joe with Joe being injured, and he still got his ass beat. I mean, he got his ass beat.
I'm sorry for comparing this, but this is the closest comparison. If I had to compare this to WWE, he's literally the Randy Orton of the company. He is being treated like a bitch. He's not being treated.
That's the other thing I've been noticing. It's almost like they're comparing. Look. So James Storm got, or not James. Sorry, my brain's not working. Gunner got handcuffed. The same week, Daniel Bryan got handcuffed.
I didn't even think about that.
They're copying each other. I don't get this.
That's what they do. It's like,
I know that they're an offshoot of each other with the same company, but hello.
I didn't even think about that.
There's way too many similarities right now.
They always copy each other. It's like sometimes WWE will copy something off TNA, sometimes TNA will copy something off WWE.
And look at it. One brought back Batista, the other one brought back Bobby Lashley.
And then look at this. Magnus is your world champion. He's being treated like a bitch. Randy Orton's your world champion. He's being treated like a bitch.
No, there's a difference. They're both bitches.
Yeah.
Their heads have gone so far off their asses that they literally had to cut their nuts off to find a breathing hole.
It's just like Magnus. Like, I'll be honest. I think when I became a Magnus fan, it was after he had his match with Samoa Joe at Bound for Glory 2012.
And it was so impressive.
It was for the TV championship. Yeah, I remember that. And we did live reactions. So it was our first live reaction.
Impressive. He has so much. And now look at him. Look at him.
He's being treated like a bitch.
But look at him. Look how he wrestles now. He's an opportunist. He's not Magnus anymore. He's Magnus. He's not Magnus now.
Like, he always needs help. Like, he always needs, like, Dixie Carter or Biss to help him out. It's like, seriously, what happened to the Magnus that was a heel? At least he can actually carry his own.
Well, let's speculate on this one. So, Joe lost the match, no matter how you look at it. Joe lost his return match. His second chance at it. How pissed do you think I'm going to be, on a scale of 1 to 10, if Joe gets another rematch?
I'm going to probably say 10.
Probably about 58. I think I've waited long enough. I think it's time Magnus steps in the ring with Willow.
They're going to probably put Willow over.
I want Willow to come in and do something. As I know, it's Jeff Hardy, the way you go Hardy, Willow, Hardy, fucking fag boy with a bunch of makeup.
In other words, it's the same thing, but Willow's more credible.
I love the look. Problem is, Jeff Hardy's got to take it to the next level and needs to start wearing a full black skin suit to black out his body, or just full white sleeves that go all the way around his hands to cover up his tattoos, so Will can be his own character. As long as you can see the exact same tattoos on his arms and the same Jeff Hardy T-shirt, it's killing the creditation of Willow. If Willow's going to be a split personality of him, that's fine.
He needs a new shirt. He needs his new attire
to look individual. Be new, be himself.
Not Jeff
Willow,
Hardy.
when I saw his face, I was like, it looks like Hardy, but
actually, he
better, because his eyes are all white. He's like, yeah. I love that.
Actually, he never thought it was Jeff Hardy. He thought it was someone else, and I actually proved him wrong. If we did that, I would have won. He goes
online and checks it. I looked at him, I was like, oh, if that's Jeff Hardy.
No, actually,
no way.
Actually, as soon as I heard about Willow, whether it's on internet or on TV, I was just like, oh, it's Jeff Hardy, undeniably.
Here's the other thing I want to know. what's he waiting for? What was the pay-per-view that we seen him on? What was it?
It was on the next TNA pay-per-view, I believe, is Sacrifice.
Isn't that the one he was on?
Yeah, actually has his face on it.
So it would make sense if this is what he said. At the same time, I really hate the fact that he speaks with a British accent. I don't think I can make it anymore.
But he's supposed to be that creepy, like...
He can do creepy without doing an accent. I know he can.
Like Bray Wyatt, like, he's fucking creepy, but yet he doesn't use an accent. Ish.
No, he just really plays on the whole redneck thing. It does a really good job.
Rednecks, all my friends.
Hold on, I gotta go turn the squirrel on the barbecue before it burns. Well, if I had to tell you what part I think it was, I'd say it was his knee.
Anyways, back to Willow and Magnus.
I think that it would be an insane match. On the other side is that I don't like the fact that having changed his persona a little bit, just how much he's still Jeff Hardy.
I just think
he's already done the twist of fate. Twist of Fate.
That's a lot of people are complaining, like when he did on Lockdown.
Yeah.
Ever since he did Twist of Fate, I was like, oh, it's Jeff Hardy. It's like, you could come up with a different move.
Exactly. Something new. Anything new. And they didn't do it.
Like, why can't you do... I don't care if it's like another fucking spear. Do something else. Anything. Hell, why don't you do the side effect like Matt Hardy did?
That's the problem, is that they can't come up with a new move.
There's so many different wrestling moves. They can't even
do it for Abyss. Abyss has the same move no matter where he went. No matter where he went, he had the same move. They didn't give him anything new. They gave him new attire, and that's as far as it went.
They've always stuck with him with a black hole slam as a finisher.
Anyways, on the next one, we'll probably be interjecting a few pictures of new attire that we could possibly use for Jeff Hardy, as well as a list of new moves that could be used for Jeff Hardy and Abyss. Yeah. Which would include submissions and even high-flying techniques. I would love to see Abyss jump, land, and then the guy suddenly disappeared up his ass. Be fucking hilarious. No, he's a monster. He's making people disappear. Jeff Hardy turns out to be a submission specialist as Willow.
Like,
how insane would that be? Jeff Hardy suddenly is a submission specialist. All he had to do was go crazy.
That'll be. I don't know what to think.
He steps on your back, grabs your face, and pulls back as hard as he can.
So what is it, like the camel clutching that Iron Sheik and Muhammad Hassan did?
More like ripping his cheeks up over his face.
So actually doing like this.
Yeah. Just gotta step on his face and go and start making him smile real big.
Like a Joker. Let's put a smile on that face.
Let's put a smile on that face.
And why so serious?
Yes, I know.
The kids are fucking scared.
It's the fact that you can't see anything else. It's like, wow. And that's all black and white. He's a mime from hell. Mime from hell can do nothing but talk, and when you hear him talk, you suddenly wish he didn't talk.
Wait. You said mime from hell. We gotta make this reference. Eric Draven the Crow. I had to bring that up. You said mime from hell. I had to say it.
Agreed.
But anyway, that's pretty much...
Brandon Lee, may you rest in peace.
But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. As you know, you can watch the WWE video that we did about WrestleMania. And don't forget to watch this video. And don't forget, we'll probably be doing WrestleMania live reaction probably shortly. We'll maybe do a draft lottery video, maybe with Jose again as well. I love doing those type of videos. They're always fun to do. And like I said, maybe we'll do a video on maybe some designs and stuff for me for Willow and Abyss. It's just some new moves like we can do, and maybe we can talk more about like the upcoming wrestlers in NXT if we watch more, like Sami Zayn and Paige and stuff like that. We could talk about more women and wrestlers like that from the NXT independents.
You know what they could do? They could take all the wrestlers that have left and do like a live action freaking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Can you imagine Rob Van Dam being Yu-Gi-Oh?
You got Rex Raptor. Tyler Rex.
Oh my fucking god.
Tyler Rex would be like he could be, what's his name? He could be like the Unleashed Buster Blader. Or what is he?
Which one?
Nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Gearfried. You unleashed Gearfried.
Daniel Bryan can have select the Sky Dragon.
Okay. Anyways, we will be seeing you for live reactions on WWE Wrestlemania / What the Fuck. So be ready for that one.
Live reactions and definitely review.
I'm sure that the review and live reaction will be the same. Nothing but what the fuck and boobies, boobies. See you then.
Yeah. So take care, and don't forget to vote down below and tell me whose better video you want me to do next. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll hopefully be doing a draft lottery video and pet peeves soon. So take care, all my peeps.
Coming up next, toilet crappers. Walmart versus Target. Which one would you rather use?
And boobies.
5 across the eye.
Dixie!
Give me that.
No, wait, I gotta do Dixie! I can't win the World Heavyweight Championship cleanly! I need a biz! I need Rockstar 5!
We're gonna have to audit this bitch so bad.
I'm Magnus! I'm your world champion! I should be taken seriously! I should be taken seriously! You gotta do something, man! Get EC3! Cause he sucks just like me right now! Please help me! Help me! Aren't you gonna do something? Dixie? Aren't you gonna do something?
Okay, that's enough. Magnus sucks.
Dixie, so mean! I hate you!
Turning it off or not?
Yeah, that's where Magnus is right now.